Hello my little sushi rolls, and welcome to the 100-Year Kingdom. This is the thing I wrote about on Rice last week, and I wanted to show it off in a video as well because, I mean, it may not be sort of the most hugely dynamic and interesting thing to watch, but it is a cool game, and I want to show you how it plays in a bit more detail than it's possible to do in text, so I thought we'd just do a playthrough. So, let us start with the world settings. So to begin with, you choose what world type you want to work with. At the moment, I've got World of Vegetation and World of Culture unlocked. You can also unlock a World of Water, World of Mountains and Dense Forests, Empty World, Fantasy World, Goddesses World, World of Plains, World of Learning, World of Wastelands, World of Nature. Not 100% sure how you unlock the other ones. I think it's just through playing the game. So we'll start with World of Vegetation. This is sort of the basic one you start the game with, and you can then pick an oracle to help you out, and each of them have a particular legacy building that can help you out in some way that is more effective for them than for other oracles. So Gaius is the Colosseum, which provides culture plus cities times level to production. Amaterasu gives you production plus sand mines plus level times 5. And I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that because Celtic is weird. That is production plus factories times level times 5. Okay. No, I haven't unlocked the other two yet. I haven't unlocked Freya or Inanna. Let's go with her. The one I can't pronounce. Good. Okay, so the way this game works is you have 100 years, or 100 turns, to take that plot of land and turn it into a thriving civilization. And the way you do this is by picking a square to do something on each turn, and then building something. So, we start by making a choice between food or production. So to begin with, we've already got production of 5 and food of 5 per turn. So it doesn't really matter too much which way we go. But if we bear in mind our goddess's bonus, she is particularly good at production with factories. So if we start with some production, and you see, that's it. That's all you do on a turn. You do one thing on a turn. I've got the strangest sense of deja vu, like we've met somewhere before. Yes, because I played with you on my last playthrough. And you see, these are all optional, and they don't give you a ton of rewards, but I guess they are worth doing as well. But you just build specific things, and they are the things that people have been praying for, and that will give you some bonuses to some of your resources. Right. So we built a mine. I can turn that into a quarry or a workshop. I turn it into a workshop because I think that's the way we need to go for factories. Oh, I remember. I know you. It's so cool to see you again. There we are, factory. So we need 160 food to build a factory. We've got 105 at the minute. We're earning 20 per turn. But the best thing to do is probably going to be to expand onto these either potential farmland, which we don't have enough resources for, as she's telling us, or to go to these undeveloped plains and start developing them. Hey, I found something good. Check it out. Lots of gold from somebody who left the treasure. So yeah, every few turns she'll find something for you, and it's never anything big, but it's useful to have. Right, so let's turn our plains into farmland. And receive an offering for our farmland. A little bit of extra food. While we're on, let's then turn that into... What are the people actually requesting at the moment? They want animals, a community, and a marble palace. Or a quarry, that is. That's not a mine, that's a mistranslation. Right, so let's build them a pasture then. And so we'll nab some more on the people. They want a farm estate as well, so we may as well do that, since we still haven't got enough to turn that into a factory yet. So let's start developing this. And then turn that into farmland. And then turn that into a farm estate. Lovely. And this is basically just how this game works. You build stuff, you upgrade stuff, and you try and make the best possible use of the land in your amount of time that you've got. Build a windmill. Right, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to turn this into a factory. Right, we can then turn a factory into the Palace of Westminster, but we need 1,000 production for that. So that is the goddess's special building. So that's the eventual goal. It's worth remembering the path you need to take to get that. So if we keep building factories, 1, we'll increase our production, and 2, we will get towards building the Palace of Westminster as well. So let's work on that. We also need to sort of work on building our food up along the way as well. Improve our production there. But for now, we'll go mine. And then onward to workshop again. And then we need 160 again to get the factory, so we'll go and work on some food in the meantime. They wanted a windmill. That's production rather than food. But they wanted one, so we'll give them a windmill. It doesn't hurt to have additional production in hand. Alright. They also want an orchard, because of course. Right, we've got enough to turn that into a factory now, so let's do that. We have a little industrial estate over there. Okay, now this one, if it says potential farmland instead of undeveloped whatever, that means you can... If you've got enough resources, you can take that straight to a later stage building. So it's quite efficient to make use of those spaces. So if we spent 160 production, and we've got plenty of production right now, we can turn that directly into farmland. And from there, we can turn that into a pasture. And from there, we can turn that into an orchard, which will add to our food and our production. Also, the people were asking for one of those as well. So, lovely stuff. Right, orchard can develop into... Those are both legacies as well. So you see, in this case, if you build... Not sure how to pronounce these properly, but Chichen Itza is... you get food that is equal to the number of farmland tiles you've got times 50. Now, farmland by itself is a pretty crap tile. But with Chichen Itza, you can make that a very good one. Cevennes, however, that gives you food equal to the number of orchards you got times 30. So you probably get less on the whole with that. But orchards are in themselves more productive. but you need 1,000 production to do that. So either way, not happening for the moment. Alright, let's look for some other places we can build. Potential quarries. Need 320 food for that, so that's not happening yet. I guess for the minute, we're probably just going to have to go for some undeveloped plains. Build up the food a bit more. Alright, then for this one, let's... Oh, we do want to get that food production up, don't we? So, let's work on getting some more food. So, farmland. And we'll go for farm estate on that one. So that time she found an orange grove, which actually just gives us some food straight away. What do we need food for? I forgot. Need 320 to unlock that quarry. And we also need food to make factories, don't we? So potential mines. 160 for there. Takes us straight to mine. So that's 2 turns saved. Alright, and then on to workshop. And then let the food build up a bit again. What do we need for the Palace of Westminster? 1,000 production. We're actually nearly there. So let's work on that. 160 food for that. So build up here. Going for farmland. And then turn that into a factory. Right, cool. We got enough to do this now. Which is actually probably going to drop our production down initially, but if we build enough factories... Yeah, you see it went from 120 to 105, but the more factories we build, the more effective that is going to get. So if we build that... no, we've gone the wrong direction to do that, haven't we? Let's build that up as a pasture. And work on making another orchard there to get our food production up. Yeah, another orchard. Okay. And what we can actually do is we can actually upgrade these buildings as well. So if we have 320 food, we can improve the factory so it has more production output. But yeah, like I say, you need 320 food to do that. So that's still quite a pricey outlay. And for the moment, while we've still got lots of space, we're probably best off continuing to build across the map. So let's go here. No, we don't want farmland, do we? We want mines. Potential mines. Okay, 160 food for that. But again, that saves us a few turns. So then turn that into a workshop. And then turn that into a factory as soon as we got enough stuff. How much did we need to make the orchard one? We need 1,000 production again. Okay, we can achieve that. We can achieve that. Let's get building elsewhere then. Let's get that farmland, because we do need food still. We'll go for farm estate this time. Winery is good for food, but you need 160 food for that. The people did want a water wheel though, didn't they? Let's build them one of those. Okay, good. And they also want a vineyard. Not too interested in doing settlements yet because they require culture. And culture is a lot more difficult to build up than the other resources, so not a potential farmland there. Okay, now we can build a factory. Good. Alright, and then go for pasture. And we'll try and go for the orchard legacy as well. Because that should give us a nice boost to our food production. So what do we need for that one? 1,000 production. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Now it's going up. Right, now build some more orchards. Potential farmland. And pasture leads to orchard. And then there it is. Right, now food production went up from 125 to 160 per turn with that, so definitely worth doing. Any more potential farmland? Yes. Ooh, potential pastures. That will get us more orchards even more quickly. Cool. Food production now outstripping production. Okay, another potential pasture there. Well, it seems like a sensible thing to do. Any more? Another potential pasture there. That's going to become a quarry. Not a quarry, an orchard. Right, I think we're starting to run out of places we can develop quickly. So while we wait, let's just develop those plains there. Right, then we can take that pasture. And turn that into an orchard. Lovely. Right. Time for some more factories. Maybe. Yeah. So, mine. It's a golden age. So our food and production are increased for a few years, which is super nice. So workshop. And factory. Marvellous. Right. Okay, I think we're starting to get to a point where we're running out of sort of freedom of choice, if you like. Because most of these spaces we've got left are potential something or other. We've got another potential pasture there. Let's turn that into an orchard. Admirer got us just rambling on about complete bollocks while we're doing all the hard work. Potential settlement, undeveloped mountains. Mountains need a mountain of food and 60 culture. And that they produce culture from adjacent culture divided by 2. Now there's not going to be much culture going on there because there's only one settlement there. But we'll deal with that when we come to it. Right, let's build some quarries here. We'll keep the people quiet. Right, they want a workshop and a vineyard and a settlement. Settlement I should be able to help with. He's food 80, production 80. Easy peasy. Right, we're finally producing culture. Okay. From there we can build a village. Yes, we can. And from there, a town and then a city, I think. Need 10 culture to build a town. So we'll leave that and go work on something else for a bit. So quarry can turn into a coal mine or a sand mine. Water wheels can turn into the Lighthouse of Alexandria. Or the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, which produces culture based on your number of water wheels multiplied by 5. That could be quite handy. Except I don't know how much space we've got left to build water wheels. We've got undeveloped plains there. Oh, I think there's enough to make that worthwhile. Let's do it. We've got the resources for it, so we might as well. Where was potential farmland? And then farm estate. And then water wheel. Anywhere else we can do that? Undeveloped plains, undeveloped plains. Potential coal mine, potential farmland. See, the thing I like this is it's got sort of the appeal element of civilization, of sort of gradually building up the civilization, but it's also got this nice sort of almost puzzle game feel to it. Where sort of the big puzzle is figuring out what to put where and how to take the best advantage of the different tiles you've got available to you and the different structures you're capable of building. Right, I think that's all of the stuff we can do with those now. We've got enough culture to turn this into a town now. Cool. And they want a fortress as well, which we can probably put here, except we can't afford that just yet. What do we need? Culture. Well, we're producing culture with our water wheels now, so we work on building some more of them. Oh, we can turn these into water wheels, can't we? Of course. And this one. Right, there we go. Straight to village. And then onward to fortress. I want a city as well. God! So demanding. $30 to go. Okay. Where can we go from fortress? We're going to castle or citadel. No one's asking for those yet, so we don't need to worry too much about those. City, you can just upgrade with culture, but there's no sort of associated legacies with that one. What else did they want? A temple. I can probably do that. Okay, so we turn that into a village. And then we turn that into a town. And then we turn that into a temple. Very nice. This is going nicely. This is a good civilization we got going on here. Can we do that mountain yet? We can. Why not? Then we can turn that into something. So we can build Machu Picchu, which gives us food equal to the adjacent land's production. We can build a Great Wall of China, which gives us production equal to the adjacent land's food. So what is close to that? So we've got production 20, production 15. I think the choice is clear. Food equal to the adjacent land's production. That's the one we want, isn't it? So let's take that one. $25 to go. Hurry it up. Hurry it up. There's still more work to be done. Look at all these blank squares. Shit. What do we do now? We do that? Undeveloped islands. Gives us food equal to adjacent production divided by 2. So not very much. I think we'll leave that for the minute. Let's... I'm trying to think what's going to get me points at the end. Potential coal mine, potential quarries, coal mine, settlement. What do the people want? They want a castle, a workshop, and a vineyard. I can do castle. That comes from fortress, doesn't it? So there you go, fortress. I could have just upgraded the fortress I've got, couldn't I? Never mind. Castle. Golden Age time again. Food and production up. Awesome. Right. Collect that. You want a citadel as well? Well, lucky I built 2 fortresses then, wasn't it? You're my reason for existing. All of the goddesses get really sad in the last 20 years, by the way. Just to warn you, you'll feel really bad about bringing your game to an end. But it happens. Build the Forbidden City. Culture, castles times 10. And I've got to sacrifice a castle to do that. That's doable. Yeah. Because we've still got some settlements to build. So let's do that. One here. Everything else is pretty much taking care of itself at this point, which is good. That's what we want. Also, a significant part of your final score is how much of all the resources you produced, so it's good to get things up and running nice and quickly. Why is that one glowing? Oh, I can upgrade that. What was that done? I don't know what that's done. It doesn't seem to be improving its production at all. Interesting. Anyway, let's not worry about that for the minute when we've only got 15 years left. Fortress. Castle. Why is that flashing? The answer is I don't know why that's flashing. Maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Let's build another castle while we think. Ten years left. Sad music. Alright, shall we just see how much of the map we can fill up now then? So, let's... Adjacent production divided by 2. Potential coal mine. Well, why not? If you can afford it, you might as well. Now we can turn that into a pyramid. Food quarries times 40. We only have 1 quarry, so that's not really worth doing. Let's get that windmill. Now that it's time for us to split up. I haven't got a windmill-centric build here. So you're just going to have to live without it. You can have a quarry though. There you go. It's tearing me up inside. I still want to know why that's flashing. Because I can keep investing into it. But I don't know what that does. Does that mean I can upgrade this as well? It does. What happens if I upgrade this? Absolutely nothing? Possibly? 3 years left. Think! Think, Pete, think! No, can't afford that. Well then. I guess... Oh no, wait, I thought it was something. Because I built some more quarries now. It's time to say goodbye. Thanks for everything, yeah? It's always a riot hanging out with you. I have faith that our paths will cross again. Yes, they will, because I like playing this game. This might be the last gift I ever give you. Thank you for everything. I hope so much that we can meet again. Why, that one is flashing now. Why are they flashing? I don't know why they're flashing. Anyway. I thought it was something cool a minute ago and I've forgotten what it was. What was I going to do? What was I going to do? Nope. Doesn't really matter because we only got 1 year left. So we may as well... I don't know what we may as well. What is going to get me some points? I don't think there's any... Oh, I can build something here. Let's have some farmland. That's it, boys and girls. This is your civilization hundreds and thousands of years later. It remains as prosperous as ever. Its people are full of life and energy. Their crops are abundant and they are surrounded by plentiful resources. With luck, the glory of this civilization will last for eternity. That is the will and the wish of all. See? Isn't that nice? Ah, right. Okay. I guess those buildings were flashing because they were A rank for whatever reason. I really don't know what determines that, to be honest. But yeah, that's how you get scored at the end. You get scored based on the amount of total resources you produced over the entire game. Not what you had at the end, but the total amount you produced. And the rating of... It appears to be 5 randomly selected pieces of land, but maybe it's like your 5 best bits of land or something. I'm not sure. And then you get an overall rating there. And then next up, you get some results for your goddess as well. So she will level up over time. So she's now leveled up, so her Palace of Westminster will now be better. Food and production plus goddess level times 5. And the Palace of Westminster is leveled up as well, so if you build that, it will be more effective now. So the more you play this game, the more effective certain parts of it become, and it becomes easier to attain higher scores. And now we've unlocked Freya. And that's it. That's a complete game of the 100-Year Kingdom. So you can play through a whole game in less than an hour, which is certainly more than can be said for Civilization, even on its smallest map size. Which is why I really like this game, because I like Civilization, but the bits of it I don't like are how long it takes to play and the fighting. And this doesn't have either of those things, so ideal, really. It's also just a really charming, really nicely put together little game as well. So I recommend it. I recommend it if this is the sort of game that you're into. Obviously, it's not exactly fast action or in-depth plot or anything like that, but it is a fun game. And I want to encourage Chorus Worldwide's new label that this was released on Waku Waku Games, which is intended to focus on very small-scale Japanese indie projects like this. This was all done by one dude, I think. And so the label Waku Waku Games is concentrating on this sort of teeny tiny indie and releasing it in a way that it will get noticed. And I noticed it, and hopefully now you have too. Anyway, we'll leave that there for now. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.